So it's time for Get a Moving story time. Let's get going. We're going to start out with a stretch. So we get ready for our story time. We're going to start out stretching. Do you like to stretch? Let's stretch.
Stretch. Stretch with me. Hands in the air. Count to 3. Hold it right there. Stretch up high for a snack in the trees. Stretch out wide for a ride on the breeze. Can you stretch to the ceiling? Can you stretch to the floor? You can stretch with a whisper. You can stretch with a roar. I can stretch underwater. I can stretch on a wave. I can stretch on a surfboard if I'm very, very brave. Some will stretch to show you feathers. Some will stretch to show you spots. A stretch that goes a stretch too far might tie you up in knots. A yawn is just a stretch that starts down deep inside. It travels up into your mouth and makes it open wide. If I were an inchworm, I'd stretch from place to place. If I were an astronaut, I'd stretch in outer space. I stretch my lungs to take a breath, then blow out nice and slow. A bubble will stretch and stretch until there's no room left to grow. Pop! If you stretch me and I stretch you, we'll stretch twice as far. Who knows what we can do? The end.
So I hope you enjoyed that stretch. And now we're going to wiggle. Get ready to wiggle.
Wiggle. Do you wake up with a wiggle? Do you wiggle out of bed? If you wiggle with your breakfast, it might wind up on your head. First, wiggle where your tail would be. Then wiggle all your hair. Feeling extra silly? Wiggle in your underwear. Can you wiggle with your shadow? Can you wiggle with your toys? When you wiggle with gorillas, do they make a wiggle noise? Can you wiggle in the water? Wiggle one fin on each side. Or wiggle like a crocodile, open big and wide. When you wiggle where your wings would be, wiggles fill the sky. Wiggle slowly when with polar bears. They're very wiggle shy. Snakes are one big wiggle. No wings, no tails, no feet. Some wiggles are worth waiting for. Wiggle, wiggle, tweet. Would you join me for a wiggle? Would you wiggle on the moon? I think we're out of wiggles now. See you wiggle soon. The end.
So did you get your wiggles out, ready to enjoy a story? So we have a story, and in this story, we're going to pretend that we're animals, and we're going to plant a tree. All the animals that are planting trees. Let's be lots of animals. Who will plant a tree? Who will plant a tree? Written by Jerry Piloto and illustrated by Tom Leonard. I wonder, who will plant a tree? Last fall, a squirrel buried an acorn. He didn't know it, but he planted an oak tree. Seeds stuck to the musty fur of an apple-eating black bear. The bear tripped. A seed fell off, and he planted an apple tree. A goose migrated with a chestnut burr stuck to her feathers. Miles away, the burr came off. She planted a chestnut tree. A dolphin pushed a coconut into ocean currents. The coconut floated to an island and a palm tree grew. Ants marched a pine nut down their tunnel. They didn't know it. They planted a pine tree. Cherry seeds got caught on the tail of a wild horse. She swished her tail. A seed flew and grew into a cherry tree. A beaver used his sharp teeth to chop down a maple tree. Crash! Maple trees were planted along the riverbank. Playful monkeys threw figs at each other. They planted fig trees. Stop it! Don't throw food! A moose got a pear tree branch stuck in its antlers. It walked and walked. As pears fell off, trees were planted. An owl swooped and swallowed a mouse that had been eating an elm tree seeds. Later, the owl coughed up an owl pellet and an elm tree grew. In the Amazon River, a peku ate floating fruit. It pooped seeds. Trees were planted all over the rainforest. The camel chewed some dates and then spit out the seeds. It wasn't long before a seed grew into a date palm tree. A wren flies to her nest with a juniper berry in her beak. Oops! The tasty berry fell. The wren planted a juniper tree. A teacher taught her students all about trees. They went on a field trip and planted trees. What fun! Wait a second. Did an elephant plant a tree? Well, I hope you enjoyed planting trees, all those animals. And we're going to sing a song. So let's sing a song. It's the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Do you know that song? And we can act it out, okay?
Okay, kids, we're going to sing about a little spider who wasn't having a very good day, but he kept right on trying. Get your fingers ready. Here we go.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Get your spiders out.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Okay, it's going to be your turn now. Don't forget to sing along.
Yay! Did you enjoy that song? I did. And next we're going to hear another story. And in this story we're going to act it out too. It's about all different kinds of birds. And they nest all different kinds of places. We're going to learn about birds and where they nest. And the line is, you nest here with me. So let's get going. You nest here. My little nestling. Time for bed. I'm inside. You sleep. We're going to start that over. So we're going to start over with that. So you can see it, okay? I want you to enjoy it. We're going to start over. Let's start over. From the beginning. You nest here with me. You Nest Here with Me by Jane Yolen and Heidi E.Y. Stempel. My little nestling, time for bed. Climb inside, you sleepyhead. Like baby bird, your nest can be anywhere. There's you and me. Pigeons nest on concrete ledges. Catbirds nest in greening hedges. Tiny wrens in shoreline sedges. You nest here with me. Crackles nest in high fir trees. Terns all nest in colonies upon high cliffs above rough seas. But you nest here with me. Some owls nest in oak tree boles, some down in abandoned holes. Hawks may nest on telephone poles, but you nest here with me. Coots nest low in cattail reeds. Sparrows' nests are full of weeds, plus tangled grasses, feathers, seeds. But you nest here with me. Swallows nest above barn door doors. Plovers nest on sandy shores. Eagles nest upon high tors. But you nest here with me. Cowbird, the uninvited guest, leaves her egg in a foster nest. But you nest here with me. Birds nest in trees, in sand, on stone, in colonies, or all alone. They nest in holes and under eaves, in barns, in reeds, on poles, in leaves. And safe inside, the nestlings grow while learning all they need to know. So, till you're big, as big can be, you'll nest right here in our house with me. Okay, so there's author's note. Then I have different kinds of animals, of birds, all different kinds of birds, and where they nest and where you might find them. So hope you enjoyed that story. I'm going to sing another song now. So let's sing another song. It's called I Got Two Dogs. We sang it before. Do you remember it? I got two dogs.
I got two dogs, Fanny and Blue. Bet you kind of wish you had two dogs too. Fanny's all white, Blue's kind of gray. They never ever fight and they never run away. They're not too smart, but they're loyal and true. Oh, there's nothing I'd trade for my Fanny and Blue. I got two dogs, Fanny and Blue. Always go together like a sock and shoe. Fanny's a girl, Blue is a boy, chasing after squirrels, what they most enjoy. But they love when people pet 'em, and they don't care who. Oh, there's nothing I'd trade for my Fanny and Blue. I got 2 dogs, Fanny and Blue. I walk 'em in the evening and the morning dew. Fanny's real small, Blue's mid-size, not the kind of dogs that would ever win a prize. But they're happy and they're huggy and they stick like glue. Well, there's nothing I'd trade for my Fanny and Blue. I got 2 dogs, Fanny and Blue. The little one's 12 and the big one's 2. Fanny's kind of slow, Blue's real quick. Neither of 'em ever learned a single trick. But they're always there to greet you when your day is through. Oh, there's nothing I'd trade for my Fanny and Blue. I got 2 dogs, Fanny and Blue. Don't know what I'd ever do without those 2. Fanny goes, yip. Blue goes, roop. Together they go, yip, yip, roop, yip, roop. Best darn dogs that I ever knew. Oh, there's nothing I'd trade. No, there's nothing I'd trade. Oh, there's nothing I'd trade for my Fanny and Blue.
Okay, so I hope you like those 2, Fanny and Blue. We have one more song. It's Aiken Drum. Remember how we're going to play a drum? And we don't have a drum, but we have an arm and we have a hand. So we're going to pretend. We're going to play upon our ladle. Okay? Let's enjoy.
There was a man who lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man who lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His hair was made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His hair was made of spaghetti, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, the ladle, the ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His eyes were made of fried eggs, fried eggs, fried eggs. His eyes were made of fried eggs, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His ears were made of apricots, apricots, apricots. His ears were made of apricots, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His nose was made of carrots, carrots, carrots. His nose was made of carrots, and his name was Aiken Drum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His mouth was made of an orange, an orange, an orange. His mouth was made of an orange, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Oh, there was a man who lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man who lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum.
I hope you enjoyed that song. In fact, I really enjoyed Aiken Drum. Let's see if we can play it one more time and see if you can be the man in the moon and you can show all of the parts that he talks about, his eyes and his ears and his nose. Let's enjoy.
There was a man who lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man who lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His hair was made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His hair was made of spaghetti, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, the ladle, the ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His eyes were made of fried eggs, fried eggs, fried eggs. His eyes were made of fried eggs, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His ears were made of apricots, apricots, apricots. His ears were made of apricots, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His nose was made of carrots, carrots, carrots. His nose was made of carrots, and his name was Aiken Drum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. His mouth was made of an orange, an orange, an orange. His mouth was made of an orange, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Oh, there was a man who lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man who lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum.
So I hope you enjoyed this Get Moving Child Story Time. I sure did. So we'll see you again next week. Did you learn something about where birds make their nests? And did you learn something about seeds, how apple trees and all kinds of trees get planted? How the seeds, animals help plant trees. Did you know that? This is Bonnie Bolda wishing you a happy and healthy day. Goodbye.